Have you ever heard of a syllogism? A syllogism is basically a logical conclusion drawn from two previous statements or premises. A good example of this is all humans are mortal. Socrates is a human, so therefore Socrates is mortal. I want to start out by explaining what this is because a lot of the keys that successful people have used on their journeys to achieve success are very simple concepts that they get to understand and they get to apply on their lives, and that's what makes them successful. It's very often very simple things because it is complicated, it is hard, the journey to success, but what you need to do, what you need to understand is quite simple. So in this video I want to try to explain something that I think is very, very important, and I want to do it as briefly as possible, so you can click off the video if you understand it perfectly, or you can stick around to listen a little bit more about it if you want to. So yeah, I'll start. I want to start by saying that humans are not just mortal, but humans are imperfect and they are limited. We are imperfect and limited beings. That should be pretty obvious. We've made mistakes and we have gotten older. So there's pretty solid evidence to support those two facts. With this, I want to say that because we are limited and imperfect, we cannot know the future. We cannot know everything that happens in the world. We cannot calculate what the future holds for us, because we cannot perfectly predict what are the consequence of our actions, and because we cannot perfectly predict or know what the world has in store for us. You know, it's impossible for any human to possibly understand every single square inch of the world and know what happens like everywhere, you know, or the outcomes that, or you know, the outcomes that are brought from anything. So you cannot predict the future. Very simple, everybody knows that. What I want to say with this is that if you have a big goal and you're striving towards something great, and you have a picture in your mind of what the future holds for you, you probably know where I'm going. You don't know exactly or perfectly what the future holds for you. And more likely than not, if you are in a suboptimal situation in your life, you're trying to get your life together and everything, the thing is, the future has a lot more in store for you than you can realize, than you can visualize. You don't know. You don't know what could happen. So what I want you to know with this is that whenever you are battling with indiscipline or with motivation, because that's also a thing, when it comes to real motivation, like you're motivated because you have a conviction. Because, for example, if you look in the mirror every single day and you see your body and you're being like, man, I want to change this, that is real healthy motivation, not the one that you get from videos. That's not what I'm talking about. I also made a video on that. You might want to see it. So yeah, the thing is, whenever you run up into those struggles, basically, of having to stay disciplined, having to stay consistent, which is actually the rarest value in any human, I want you to know, and to, like, if you can visualize this and if you can believe it truly, you can go far. That's an understatement. I want you to know that you don't know what you're fighting for. You cannot possibly imagine what you're fighting for. You don't know if tomorrow, because of the things that you're doing, you're gonna get something else that you've also wanted, or something else that you didn't know you needed, but you got, you know? So there's a lot more waiting for you in the future, and it's a very simple concept. You might, like, a lot of people might have just skipped this video and maybe not even clicked on it, or maybe just like gotten out already. But if you just think about it, okay, a lot more than you imagine is waiting for you. So you should be like more excited about doing the necessary things that get you towards where you want to be, because you will be even better than where you think you will be. So I just want to leave it like that, because that's basically what it is. I don't want to waste too much time trying to explain the same thing over and over again through many perspectives and through many statements. Like, it's not necessary, but I do make that mistake oftentimes. I do explain things and get off topic a lot. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Wait a second. I just wanted to see if there was anything that I forgot to say. But I want to just finish this video off by saying mystery is the best thing about life, because if you knew everything that was going to happen, it just wouldn't be worth it. Really, it wouldn't be the same thing. So it is a beautiful thing, the fact that you don't know what will happen. And you got to think about this, really, if you don't see it that way, because it's not me who's saying it. A lot of wise people say that. So yeah, not knowing what could happen tomorrow, not knowing what the effect or the consequences of your good actions could be, and realizing that you don't know that is a good thing, because you're basically using that as extra motivation, that, oh my God, I'm going to accomplish even more than I can possibly imagine. So I gotta work hard. I gotta do this stuff, you know? So that's it. Maybe I forgot to say something or whatever, but I gotta go to bed, and I'm sick, and I was in basketball practice a little bit ago. So yeah, I gotta take a bath and everything, but you know, you got this, okay? Believe in yourself.